What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and I got a major episode of the People's Questions, episode 129. And if you can't already tell, today you'll be watching me play some Destiny beta testing, which I think this is going to be like the first of many videos because I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with Destiny beta. But before I get into you guys' questions, I would just like to thank all of you guys out there that make this an incredibly special episode, because we went from one question from last week to, I believe, somewhere between 27 to 28 questions in this particular episode. So to jump right into them, the first question comes from W. Chemicase, and you want to know, do I plan to stay true to my word of making Final Fantasy 15 be the last Final Fantasy game that I play? Yes, Chemicase, I am true about that. Ever since the incident that happened with 13, I said that I just want one good Final Fantasy game as an adult, and that's all I want. The Final Fantasy has always been the dearest game franchise to my heart, even more so than Metal Gear. I mean, heck, Final Fantasy 7 really did make me the type of gamer I am today. Final Fantasy 10 is my favorite Final Fantasy, and I just want one last Final Fantasy game, and I can walk away from the franchise. The next 11 questions come from Optimizer, which you first want to know, what do I prefer, PC or console? Console, hands down. Can't play games with a keyboard for some reason. I just can't. Next question is, if I were to be in any video game world, which one would I like? Hercule, Mushroom Kingdom? Probably the Kingdom Hearts world. I'm not gonna say which Disney world in general, just the overall world experience, being able to travel to different Disney locations and beat up Heartless. Your next question is, who would I cast as Lex Luthor other than Jesse Eisenberg? Well, I'm just gonna throw the obvious answer out. Bryan Cranston, obviously, he was perfect. And I even saw a really good fan-made trailer that they did with him, and I thought it was absolutely amazing, so it's a real shame we're not getting that. Your next question is, what is the most awkward situation that I've ever been in? Awkward. I guess the only one that really just comes to mind is that I was in high school, I was leaving the gym, I was racing a couple guys to the front of the lunch line, and I accidentally tripped on these set of stairs, which it was really just 2 steps, and because I was actually with my weight training class, they actually kind of all saw me trip over and like kind of just slam on the floor, on the ground, so I guess that was a pretty awkward and embarrassing, I guess. The next question is, do I believe in the supernatural? Yes and no. It's kind of, the supernatural is kind of it's kind of on the same level of like religion. It's not that I don't believe in religion. Part of me does want to believe, but until I see like a lot of real hard evidence, it's just kind of hard for me to kind of follow those types of rules. And same goes for supernatural, like, you know, things like ghosts and aliens and spirits. I mean, there's definitely something to it, but I would just like something a little bit more concrete, not some of that stuff that you see on the Sci-Fi Channel with those ghost hunter shows. That's just BS. Next question is, where do I originate from? Nigeria, Jamaica? No, I actually was born in London, England, so yeah, technically I'm actually half British and half American, and I think I still have my British citizenship, so if I ever like decide that I don't want to be an American anymore, I can just take a quick flight all the way to the United Kingdom and I'm all set and becoming a British citizen. Next question is, if I had a chance to meet one YouTuber, who would it be? Well, actually, I actually got to meet my 2 favorite YouTubers of all time, like at an E3 convention, so actually, I'd like to meet all of you guys out there, because if there's one thing that my top 10 favorite YouTubers all have in common, and that is that I do not believe any one of them is subscribed to me or even watches my videos, and that kind of makes me feel a little bad, because, you know, I put time into watching their videos. I kind of would just like a little bit of their time, and I just can't get that. So yeah, so you guys. Next question is, if I could conduct one plan for world domination, what would I do? World domination, well, I'm just going to do what Dr. Evil does. Hijack a nuclear weapon and hold the world hostage. Okay, simple. Next question is, would I ever want to be in a film as an extra? Oh, sure, that sounds like, I wouldn't mind trying that once or twice. Maybe the next time they film a movie here in Vegas, maybe I can sign up for it. Next question is, did I see Chronicle? If not, I recommend. Yes, I saw Chronicle. In fact, I saw Chronicle in theaters, and I believe if you actually look back at some of my really earlier movie reviews, I think I reviewed that one. I actually really ended up enjoying it. And the last question is, if I had a choice to eat crap or watch movie 43 times, which would I pick? Optimizer, I wouldn't eat crap. I would rather like to be lynched. And I'm talking like old school KKK style lynching. That sounds like a picnic above movie 43 in every way, and I'm not even kidding. The next two questions come from Muhal141, and you want to know, what are my thoughts on the new TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? Hopefully I'm just putting it kind of in the same realm as like something like Transformers. I'm not really hoping for anything too deep in terms of story. Just give me some good action and I'll be good for it. Your next question is, did I ever hear of an anime called Death Note? Yes, Muhal, I love Death Note. In fact, I think if you look back in some of my older videos, I actually did a top 10 favorite animes video. And that was certainly pretty high on the list, and I actually did a review of the entire season. So if you want me to leave a link to that in the description down below, just put a comment down and I'll be sure to comment your video with the link. I really enjoyed Death Note. The only problem is it really kind of started to fall apart probably near like the third half of the entire season. I mean, once a certain character died, it just wasn't quite as interesting, but it was still pretty fun to watch from beginning to end. Next three questions come from TwinkleMan91, and you want to know, have I heard of Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher? No, I've never heard of such a person. Your next question is, what did I want to be when I grew up? I wanted to make video games, and I went to college, and then I kind of saw how the whole video games experience and what it really costs in order to make a video game and how much time it takes, and so I decided not to do that, and now I want to be a professional video game journalism, and hopefully I'm hoping to get back into school and get a degree in that. Your next question is, am I watching the World Cup? No, I was busy working on videos, so no, I didn't watch it. The next three questions come from RCO39, and you want to know, what is my favorite flower? I guess dandelions, I guess. Next question is, where would I like to live, city/state? Anywhere outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, as long as I get to hang out with really cool people like you guys. And next question is, has your reason for sticking with your channel gotten bigger or the same? It stayed pretty same. The channel is still pretty much dedicated to what it was from the very beginning. I think just my expectations for myself have gotten bigger. Like, I kind of set predetermined goals that I would like to achieve that year, and it's really up to you guys to help me achieve those goals. So, yeah, no, I'll be sticking with this channel for some time. The next four questions come from Elijah Sweetie, and you want to know, what is my favorite Arkham game out of the series? By far, Arkham Asylum. It was the first, it set things up, and although I think Arkham City was good, I think it was just a little bit hard to follow at times, and I believe the notion that there are some games that were just way too big. But yeah, definitely Arkham Asylum. Next question is, do I play Gears of War? If so, what is my opinion? I've never been much of an Xbox gamer, so no, I've never played Gears. Your next question is, if I were to listen to one song for the rest of my life, what would that be? Oh, that's an easy one. I wouldn't mind listening to my favorite song of all time, and that's Human Nature from Michael Jackson. And I actually have like 15 different versions of that song. I have remixes. I have in different languages. It's my all-time favorite song of all time. The next question is, do I have any guilty pleasures in terms of games or music? Games, I can't think of any. Music, I guess it's a guilty pleasure. I liked Gentleman from Psy. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it was because I like to dance to it a lot in Just Dance, but I guess that considers a guilty pleasure. The next two questions come from Draven G, and you want to know what are my favorite movie trailers. Let's see, Dark Knight, Max Payne, and Star Wars Episode 3. I absolutely love those movie trailers. Favorite movie soundtrack? I really don't know. I guess anything that involves Hans Zimmerman. I mean, he's kind of the main guy you want if you want like an epic score to your movies these days. And the last question comes from a newbie going by the name of, and I'm sorry if I butcher your name, Pat IMCB31. And you want to know, have I seen The Machine and what are my thoughts on it? I recently rewatched the trailer to that and I noticed that it actually came out last year. So I actually did want to see that film, so maybe when it comes out on Netflix, I'll be sure to watch it and review it, because that definitely seemed like a pretty interesting concept for a film. And with that, those are the questions you guys sent in for this particular week and this particular episode of the People's Questions. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for making this episode exceptionally special. I hope you guys have enjoyed me playing a little bit of Destiny. Hope you guys got a chance to play it yourself. And if you like this video, feel free to like, comment down below, and please subscribe to keep track of my future episodes of People's Questions. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer in episode 130 next Friday, be sure to type them in the comments down below and make sure you get them into me before next Wednesday, before I start filming this. And like always, thank you guys for watching. You're awesome, and I will see you next time.